Born and raised in the Ottawa Valley, actually a Petawawa girl. Grew up behind the weigh scales in Petawawa and went to public school, PSPS, Champlain High School. Had a chance to do some competitive skiing. Skied for a team in Ottawa and then was fortunate enough to get a university scholarship with skiing. So it allowed me maybe to travel away, but always had a boyfriend, Tony Donnelly, who became my husband, and and as well as the Ottawa Valley drew me back to here. Worked for an insurance company in Ottawa, Travelers, and loved it. Ended up in the commercial lines department. They were short-staffed. And loved working with entrepreneurs and business people. So came back to work with my dad at EGM Insurance, and that's Mac Edmonds, my dad, Eddie Gallagher, the Gallagher family, and Robert McLaughlin, the McLaughlin family. And so over the years, we merged with different family insurance brokerages. And you know, as you look back, we all wanted to have that local insurance broker. We all bought local, we made our money in the Ottawa Valley, and we wanted to support it. And I think we all had that common goal of maybe growing that business so that we could be, you know, a force to be reckoned with the insurance companies so that we could get good coverage for our local people. With helping other people, maybe then we were fortunate to be able to make a living in this community and then be able to give back. And give back to, in so many ways, as much as you could. Like as a business owner, when I go out to ask for donations, it's tough, and I've been there. But I cannot believe how giving our community is. The whole of the Upper Ottawa Valley, we're always, anyone that I've ever worked with, we always say we're amazed at how people give back. And I think, Trevor, they give back in their own way. I have a little story about our niece, Claire Edmonds, and it'll bring tears to my eyes, but anyway, she was just really young. And she said to her mother she had $20. She wanted to give it to the hospital foundation. So Tammy and Craig, smart enough to bring her up to the foundation office, and she, you know, kind of slid the $20 bill across the, and somebody asked her, they said, well, Claire, why are you doing this? And she said, because it just feels right. It feels good, you know? So she got it early, you know, as a young person. But I think there's just, we as business people are fortunate enough to be able to make a living in this community and be able to give back. And that's where I think the Chamber of Commerce is doing an amazing job, and I really appreciate this. And I don't know whether this is the right story, Trevor, or not, but I mean, when I first heard about this award, it was Heather Sutherland sent me a note, and when I read it, I go, oh no, you got the wrong person. There's no way, there's so many other people that are so well deserving of this, and I can't do this. I would rather, you know, go under the wire. But then I thought, no, okay, if I can help the Chamber and somehow some good can come out of this, I've got to lean in and do this. And then shortly after that, Roger Martin, I work with him up at the, he's the executive director up at the Pembroke Regional Hospital Foundation. He's doing an awesome job. He goes, hold it a second here, Lisa. You need to own that. That's quite an honor. You know, you've earned it, and step up and take a bow. So thank you, Roger, for you know, smartening me up to leaning in to this opportunity. And as I move forward on this journey, I'm very thankful to the Chamber for doing these awards and helping local businesses to be able to survive and thrive here in the Ottawa Valley. You know, I'm the oldest of 5 kids. Maybe I, you know, just naturally wanted to help all the time. Maybe help mom and dad. You know what I mean? With, although they didn't need any help, they were pretty independent kids. But My mom volunteered. She volunteered at the church. We all did meals. She did Meals on Wheels, which was out of the hospital. And I think at a young age, you know, she got us all to come along. And when I think back of going into the hospital and picking up the meals and seeing how hard those people work in the hospital, and it was hot. It was usually during the summer. They were working so hard. And then she brought us out. We kind of called it Squeals on Wheels because Mom knew exactly where to go and she had to get the meals to these people while it was hot. But she would bring us right into the people's homes. And sometimes, you know, we were the only people that those people saw in the day, and they were maybe housebound. But she taught us to give back and help others. And it was that feeling of doing that. We served tea at church suppers. My dad was on the Kiwanis Club. So I think we maybe learned that. And it was never a case where Mom and Dad said, oh, you've got to volunteer. I think they taught us that, to just somehow give back as best you can. And so from that, at an early age, you just got this little feeling, and I apologize, I can't put words to it, but it's just a really warm feeling in your heart that you're helping somebody and you're giving back, and it's really because people have helped you along the way. It's certainly, when I think of, it's the Pembroke Regional Hospital Gala, and it's I was on the capital campaign for a new Algonquin College. And if we talk about the Algonquin College, it was Mark Huckabone who gave me a call, and it's pretty cool now to see Katie and Alan Huckabone named on the library there, and they gave one of the largest, you know, individual donations. It was an amazing team that we worked with. Our main office was situated across the street, so it was just a field, and to see their vision of what that was going to look like, and to kind of go with their dream. And I think the other thing, Trevor, if I reflect, is that we need to keep education and youth here in the Ottawa Valley, and to have that vision to be able to say, let's keep it here rather than have it go somewhere else. And somewhere else is awesome, but if we can keep that education here, I got on right away, and it was pretty special to see that building being built. And then I would say that one of my favorites was the hospital gala. We started that, it's been 15 years. And so when I think back of, was either Christy Natsis or Carol Murphy phoned me and asked me if I would be on this committee. And it was raising funds for a hospital gala. And didn't even know what that was. But would have been Christy Natsis, Carol Murphy, Donna Farrell, and myself sat at Christy's dining room table with the phone book out. And I think I started at the Zeds, because everybody starts at the A's. So I started at the Zeds, and we were looking for businesses or people that may want to give back to the hospital. And you know, we worked hard and raised almost, I think it was maybe $100,000, which in this area, Upper Ottawa Valley, it was a lot of money at that time. But it was giving back. And you know, once I got over that I had to lean in on this one, and you look back at all the people that have been awarded this, I am in awe, and I'm in amazing company with those leaders who obviously have given back prior to me, and I feel now that there's a responsibility to keep that going and encourage people to get out and do the same thing. And you know, my mother taught me at a young age as well, thinking about my mom, I guess. She said, you know what, Lisa, if you're doing it for the glory or the recognition, you're doing it for the wrong reason. She said, you will learn what that reason is. And she didn't describe it to me. So I would encourage everyone to get out and get involved, especially after COVID. We need to get out and see people and support each other and get involved, get out. I know a lot of the times you think that you don't have the time, or so often someone would ask me to get involved. I go, oh no, I don't have anything to offer. Like, what would I be able to offer? But lean in, get involved. It's the most rewarding thing that you'll ever do.